Hi, I'm Ben Seck. I'm the brand manager for the upcoming Marvel Superstars trading card game. This is going to be the first in a series of webcasts that will help answer your questions and give you a little bit of inside information into the new game. For those of you who don't know, Marvel Superstars is a trading card game based on the Marvel Universe as envisaged by blockbuster movies such as Iron Man, the Hulk, the X-Men trilogy, Fantastic Four movies, and many, many more. Few people have asked why we've decided to go with the movie universe rather than the comic book universe. The first thing is, while there have been quite a few trading card games based on the comic book universe, there have been very few based on the movie universe, and none that have basically put all the movies into one game. Now, with the recent success of Iron Man and Hulk at the box office, and the promise of movies such as Thor, Captain America, and the Avengers, it seemed like the best time to expand the world of trading card games to a greater audience. If you're a fan of the comic book universe, don't worry, we're planning some great upcoming products, both collectibles and games, to highlight the Marvel comic book universe. I'm a huge comic book fan, and I'm definitely excited by some of the projects we've got working on in Upper Deck. Now, some of you had a chance to take the beta demo of the Marvel Superstars game at Gen Con, and a couple more will have the chance at PAX in Seattle this weekend. Just to let you know, we're still working on some of the details for a few of the rules and cards right now, and we're definitely taking your feedback into account. It is important to note that this demo just gives you a small taste of what the game is going to be, and basically the game will have much more strategic depth, as well as a much more kind of like wider set of cards. We wanted to make sure that all types of players are catered with this game, from the kitchen table casual players all the way to the hardcore tournament players. I know there have been some kind of talk about the widescreen format of the game. For those of you who haven't seen, the trading cards are basically set up in a horizontal format rather than the traditional vertical card format of most games. I know that when we brought this up in R&D, there were some reservations about how you would hold the card, how it would feel kind of like exhausting and readying those kind of cards. But I'm glad to say that after a couple of games, most of those concerns disappeared. And in fact, most people really enjoyed the fact that the images were very striking and given room to breathe on the card. Now, I mentioned to some people at Gen Con that we're going to have some demo decks available on the website. These won't be ready until about late November or early December, and they'll also allow you to get a feel for the rules of the game, as well as have some fun. Until then, we're going to be gradually releasing more and more information about the game and rules, and what characters you'll see in the game. Now, speaking of the first set, we plan to launch in late February, early March, and the first set will be called Premier Edition. The initial release will generally be available in North America, but if there is demand in other countries, we'll look to expand. The first set will have some introductory starters, as well as a set that has about 275 cards. There'll be 15 leaders in the set. Now, the leaders are the stars of the show of your deck, and they'll come from 5 teams: Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Marvel Knights, and a conglomerate villains team. Each team will have its distinct playstyle, and within each team, each leader brings something new to the table. My personal favorite team at the moment is Villains, well, because they like to do some diabolical things in the card game. There are many different strategic options in Superstars, and you won't feel that attacking is the only option. For those of you who love playing at events, there'll be tons of opportunities at every level. The foundation of our organized play program is at the hobby store level, where each week you'll be able to compete to get exclusive premium cards, as well as just get something for showing up. This program will ramp up to a series of events, what we're calling Marvel Showdowns, which will be held throughout the year at many different locations. This will culminate in a World Championship every year. Now, as we get more details and solidify them, I'll make sure I'll keep you guys in the loop about this exciting tournament program. Now, as a final note, I just wanted to assure the fans out there that Upper Deck is extremely dedicated to the Marvel Superstars trading card game and the whole Marvel license. And you'll see our best effort into making this game, as well as a community and hopefully a phenomenon. Well, that's enough from me today. Just before I go, if you want to find out more ongoing information, as well as ask some questions about future webcasts, you should visit our webpage at playmarvel.com, where you can sign up for our mailing list, as well as become members of our Facebook and Twitter communities. Eventually, this site will have full message board capabilities, as well as an online magazine with regular articles and strategies. Until then, make sure you play hard, play fair, and have fun. Thanks.